Place to ensure preferential market access to the United States once the Africa Growth and Opportunity Act deals in the end of the year 2025. Industrialization and Trade Cabinet Secretary Maina says Kenya's negotiations with the US are at an advanced stage and that recent trade deals with the European Union and the United Kingdom would also secure markets for Kenyan products.
Here at one of Kenya's major export processing zones, this is the sound of industry and trade, an indication that the manufacturing agenda is on and recovering from a tough economic onslaught caused by the COVID-19 disruptions. According to the 2021 economic survey, total sales in export processing zone enterprises increased by 4.3% to 80.5 billion shillings in 2020, while the value of domestic sales contracted from 8.6 billion shillings in 2019 to 6.7 billion shillings in 2020. For this year, the government is projecting better performance.
This company was set up in 2019 in Kenya and actually opened the factory in 2020, just before COVID. But during that time, in last year, it exported about 1 million pieces. So far, this year it has exported more than 1.5 million pieces. So it is possible to use manufacturing to bounce back better from COVID.
130,000 square feet. We are going for 200,000 square feet. Likewise, year 2024, we are going for 100,000, actually 100 million worth of US dollars sales of business.
However, investors in EPZs are concerned about tax optimization, delays in importation of key raw materials, limited space and market uncertainty in the US after expiry of the AGOA deal in the year 2025.
We don't want anybody to run idle, which is the reason why we have invested in negotiating an FTA with the US government, because we require this certainty of market. But having said that, we also negotiated for similar terms of the goods we produce in Kenya in our trade agreement with the UK, in our trade agreement with Europe.
Investors are being challenged to take advantage of increasing capacity being created all over the country through export processing zones.
For us as an authority, we are ready to facilitate the investments and for them to expand. So we will be able to ensure that they remain and expand their operations within Kenya.
Besides the opportunities for investors, employment for workers and capacity building for smallholder farmers that supply to EPZs is also on the rise.
The industry is rapidly growing, very much growing, because we started off as 2 modules. 2 modules entails 50 people, and right now we are at 2,000 people. Despite the COVID-19 pandemic in our country, the company is still growing, still employing people.
For them, they more specifically need organic coffee. At that point, they introduced us to organic farming, whereby they came up with a new technology to our farmers to grow organic farming.
The local EPZ apparel industry is apparently 80 billion shillings. That's about a fifth of the exports that come out of this country. And the confidence of the Ministry of Trade is that Kenya will continue to improve on these numbers as investors, especially from the local sector, continue to invest in the local EPZ economy. Alan Aoko, Prime Edition.